Hello and welcome to yet another Iceland quick edit video. This time I'm basically editing my very first ocean image and I hope I can create something which you all can learn something new today. But first, here's the before and after. So alright, the first thing I want to do is I want to crop out a lot of the sky part because I want to fake a panoramic image. Because, well, the sky is kind of boring. So I'm choosing a crop like this, and then I want to apply the lens correction settings and then start with a basic color correction under the camera calibration tab. Here I'm just adding some hue to the red and green primary color tones, and I also want to reduce the blue primary hue. Then I want to fix the white balance and give my image a warmer look. Also, I'm adding a bit of tint. Now, as you can see on the histogram, it's a little bit overexposed, so I'm reducing the highlights. And I also want to increase the shadows a bit and give my image some more contrast. And I'm also adding some overall clarity as well as some vibrance. Then I want to go on with the local adjustments. Therefore, I already applied some gradiated and radial filters throughout my image. First filter is the gradiated filter for the sky part. This is mainly to darken the sky, so here I'm just decreasing the exposure. And now I have applied a lot of radial filters. First, I want to lighten up the cliffside. Therefore, I'm adding a lot of whites. Also some highlights, and I think I also need to add some exposure. Also, I may want to add a lot of clarity and contrast. I think I'm reducing the clarity a little bit. Okay, then I want to add a glow effect around the area where the sun kind of shines through behind the cliff. To not overexpose this area, I'm just increasing the blacks. And I also want to give this area a warmer temperature. Then I've added a big radial filter over the whole image. This is just add some more vignetting. So here I'm just decreasing the exposure again. And then I have added a medium-sized radial filter over the horizon. This is to warm up the image, therefore I'm changing the white balance temperature quite a lot. Also, I'm increasing the shadows and the blacks as well. Okay, then I want to go on with the color correction. First, I'm working on the saturation. Here I want to bring out the orange and yellow color tones. So I'm increasing those saturations. And then I want to decrease the saturation of the green and blue ones. Then I'm going over to the luminance tab. And here I just want to decrease the luminance of the blue color tones. Now for the split toning, I'm going to add a warmer color to the highlights. And I also want to add a rather big amount of saturation for them. For the shadows, I'm going with something colder. And here I'm reducing the amount of saturation. And then I also want to change the balance, so the highlights will be more affected by this settings than the shadows are. And now for the basic sharpening. Again, the masking setting in for this particular image works really great. As you can see, the sky won't be affected at all by the sharpening. And the last thing I want to add is some vignetting. And that's it for this image. I really don't want to open it up in Photoshop to not overdo the editing because it's already pretty heavy. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more content like this, then feel free to subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.